My name is Michael Mastro. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to look at the chart for Andrea Botticelli, famous Italian singer. If you look to the eastern horizon using Vedic sidereal zodiac, not Western tropical zodiac, you would see it this as the sun is rising. There's a connection to the constellation, the sign of Leo, and Leo's rising at 24 degrees. First, we're going to look and see how the planets are operating in his chart, and then we'll see when they're operating during certain events and what could be done to strengthen the chart. So, Sun is at 5 degrees. It is ruling the chart itself, and the Sun is placed in the house of wealth and fame and stability in the marriage, and it is strong in this chart, uh, and it is uh, gives him a charismatic personality. Sun in the second house has to do with voice, and so he's and gives him leadership, and it is the prime indicator for health. Now, Sun is connected to the eyes, the digestion, and the heart. Now, Moon is challenging. It's at 0 degrees and it's poorly placed in the sixth house. And so it is uh, ruling the 12th house. So the 12th house has to do with spiritual growth through letting go of attachments. Now, uh, this being placed in the sixth house can give some health issues, particularly with eyesight. He was born with a rare form of glaucoma. Uh, Now, Mars is ruling the house of good fortune, and it is placed in the career house. So it's through, he gains good fortune through his passion. And he really puts his passion into his singing, and people can connect with that. Mercury is at 24 degrees, and it is ruling the second house of wealth and fame and stability in the marriage. And he gains his wealth and fame through his vocal expression. Again, second house has to do with speaking, the singing, throat. Um, and it is conjunct Venus. So in the first house. So this is and enhances his artistic communication. Jupiter is ruling the fifth house of entertainment, and it is the fifth house has to do with creativity and expression and entertainment. So entertainment is through it is sitting in the third house. Third house has to do with success through performing arts. So and also Jupiter has to do with law. So he did have a law degree and practiced law for a year. Um, then we have Venus. Venus is ruling the third house. It is placed in the first house, again, conjunct Mercury. So this third house has to do with success in fine arts, performing arts, or healing arts, and in his case, performing arts, and gives him good looks. And conjunct Mercury gives that ability to have that charismatic singing ability. Then we have weak old Saturn at 26 degrees. Any planet that's more than 25 degrees has trouble promoting its own signification, said to be an old age. Like Moon is in an infant state, less than 5 degrees. So, anyway, Saturn is ruling the house of marriage and partnerships, and it is placed in the house of happiness and home life. So he did have two marriages since it's weak and some stress in partnerships. Now, Rahu and Ketu are um, close, just barely close to the rising sign degree of almost 25 degrees. And they are afflicting six out of his 12 houses. So the 12th house has to do with eyesight, and the second house has to do with the two marriages, the stability in the marriage. Let's look at the timing of events. So in 1970, he got in a soccer accident. Soccer ball hit him in the head, and he had some brain hemorrhaging. And this contributed to hospitalization and blindness. And this is a Moon K2 period. Moon having to do again with the 12th house and eyesight and health. K2 afflicting that house as well and causing unexpected events. Then we have in 1992, he got married during a Venus period. Venus is the significator for wife. Um, and then in 93, he sang with Zucchero, who was a famous musician. And this game gave him lots of notoriety during a Rahu Venus period. Venus again bringing success. In 95, he had a son. During a Jupiter period, Jupiter indicated for children. In 97, he came out with this album that was very romantic called Romanza during a Mars period, bringing Mars ruling good fortune, being in the career house. In 99, he got an Oscar. Um, he toured the USA during a Jupiter period, Jupiter bringing, this gift of entertainment. 2000, his dad died during a Saturn period. Um, Saturn can be an indicator for father. In 2012, he had a daughter during a Jupiter period. Jupiter, again, significator for children. In 2023, 12 to 23, he lost his voice during a Venus period, and Venus was transiting the house of the eighth house, which had to do with uh, life-changing experiences. And this was one of the first times he had to cancel. So what could be done to strengthen the chart? He's doing lots of charity work, which would be transforming Rahu, Ketu, and Moon. The rest of the planets could be strengthened with my favorite remedy, a Kavash, which is a silver locket containing the Devata yantras and mantras for his benefic planets, strengthening Saturn and all the other planets in his chart. If you'd like to get a Kavash, get a reading, or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.